I also have some Space Master 80 cucumbers. Alright, so they're cooled off a little bit. I've already had a not so happy little accident. Hey, what's up? Welcome. My name is Crystal. It's May 1st, 2022. We live in Connecticut, Zone 6, and I'm starting seeds today using one of my most favorite methods, and that is these Jiffy peat pellets. These are the larger ones that they make. In the past, I've pretty much only used them for tomatoes. In fact, I started my tomatoes this year using them, but I've decided I want to try starting some of our other seeds this way and see how it does. They're so compact, easy to store. They don't take up a lot of room like big bags of soil do. Like seed starting mix, it takes up a lot of room on the shelf. So these do not take up a lot of room, and you can reuse the containers and just buy the refills. So I really like that. Also, the mesh netting that comes on the peat pellets themselves are really easy to peel off when you go to separate the seedlings. We're going to be starting cucumbers, zucchini and squash, and some melons as well. We're going to be using the 16 peat pellets that come with it and some boiling water. Normally when I'm starting more than just the 16, I start them separately, but I'm just going to put these ones today right in here. The peat pellets, really, there's no fertilizer or anything. There's no nutrients in the peat pellet itself, so they do need fertilizer after a little bit. I used a liquid soluble fertilizer on the tomato seedlings this week. Now that those are in there, I have a kettle of boiling water. Alright, now I'm going to let these sit for a little while just to let them absorb all of the water, and once they've cooled off a little bit, I will start sowing the seeds. Alright, so they're cooled off a little bit. I've already had a not so happy little accident. Apparently my black tray here had a hole in the bottom and the water leaked and got a bunch of my seed packets wet. So I've taken the seeds out and they're drying out now, and I'm gonna just throw them in a different bag and mark them what they are if I'm able to save them. We're gonna start with the Green 18 F1 cucumber. These are hybrids from Mowing organic seeds. Here is the label, and it's fairly simple. Break up the soil a little bit. The next is the New York Slicing 264 from Fruition seeds. This one's downy mildew resistant. I find that the hybrids do a little bit better here because of the pests and other issues that can come up, and the hybrids have a tendency to produce a little bit better. My silver slicer cucumbers did really well last year here versus the heirloom varieties. The National Pickling cucumber, these are from Mowing organic seeds. I'm just going to start 2 or 3 seeds per peat pellet. Next is the Boston Pickling from Baker Creek. I've grown these the past couple of years. First year I grew them in 2020, they did very good. Last year they did not do well for me, so I'm going to start 5 seeds in this. I had an issue with them germinating last year. The next ones I'm going to start are the silver slicer cucumbers from Fruition seeds. These were one of my favorites last year. I'd never grown a white cucumber before, and these are so good. And they were very prolific, especially with all the cucumber beetles and any mildew. I had fewer problems with these than I did some of the other varieties that I grew last year. And last of the cucumbers is the homemade pickles cucumber. These are from Hudson Valley Seed Company. Now we're going to move on to the summer squash, and we're going to start with the gray zucchini. And my gardener. I have no idea how these are going to do in here. My hope is that I'll be able to easily separate them and get them transplanted. The next is the early prolific straight neck squash from Baker Creek. Next is the Green Machine F1 zucchini from Mowing. organic seeds. Oopsies. The Ford Hook zucchini. This is like a traditional zucchini. These are organic seeds from Fairy Morse. And last is the Coco Zell zucchini. These seeds are a bit older, so I'm going to start some more. And now we're going to try and start some melons. I have a cantaloupe here. It's called Hearts of Gold. It's by Baker Creek. I've not had good luck with these. The first year I did get a cantaloupe and it wasn't great, so I'm going to try again. Last year I don't think I got any. I like to start extra seeds. Next one is the Kajari melon. This will be our third year attempting to grow this without good luck. And if they don't work out, if none of these work out in the PEAT pellets, I can start them other ways or direct sow them. Next is the Crimson Sweet watermelon from M.I. Gardner. I already have sugar baby watermelons started in the greenhouse. Those are starting to sprout up in the container, very small container. And lastly, I have August Ambrosia watermelon seeds from a watermelon I grew using seeds from Fruition seeds. And I really liked this watermelon. I believe these seeds came from a 13-pound watermelon last year. Alright, so that was eventful. Oh, the black tray here has a crack in it, and I didn't know that. I kind of remember one having a leak in it last year. Apparently it was this one. So right now I have the humidity dome underneath it, and I will keep it that way. I have another humidity dome that will fit the top of this. The next step for these is they will go into my basement underneath grow lights with the humidity dome on, and we'll see how they do. If they work out well in these, then I'm gonna be stocking up on peat pellets for next year so that I can start all of my seeds this way. I really like it. It saves a lot of space having just the boxes of peat pellets here. I also like that the mesh so easily peels off the seedlings. If you're interested in seeing how I pot up plants from peat pellets, I should be doing that hopefully this week. I have tomatoes that I started this way that I need to separate the seedlings and pot them up into their own individual pots, and I will be doing that this week. These are the sugar baby seeds that I started on April 18th. It's May 1st, and that's how those look. They're just starting to pop up. And then I have a bush pickling cucumber that I started. These are from Fruition seeds. I started these on April 18th, and then I also have some Space Master 80 cucumbers. These are from M.I. Gardner that I started on April 18th. I have some Tom Thumb peas in here, and our artichokes, all the lettuce. And I transplanted some celery yesterday outside and into some containers here, so we'll see how those do. I also have bushing green beans. I started some Royal Burgundy beans. It's a bushing bean also. And here is how our carrots are looking. I'm liking the containers. Using the containers seems to be better this year. But that'll do it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, give it a thumbs up. We super appreciate it. And we will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.